Hello, hi, welcome. This stream is gonna be weird and scuffed, and I don't know how it's gonna go. So, woo, hand cam, woo. And it's in a really awkward place because I don't have much space on my desk, woo. This is the most amount of space I could find. Let's move that mouse over there. Yeah, yeah, that should be far enough out the way. But yes, hi. We have. Oh god, it's hovering over clothes on end stream. Okay, maybe I won't. Maybe I won't hover my mouse there. Hi, hello, Diamond Father. Hello, unknown. Yes, we have hands today because there's something happening tomorrow. It's gonna be a little bit scuffed because I couldn't find a better place to put my camera. But woo, hands, yeah. I can throttle myself. Hold on. I can throttle myself. But yes, today we have something weird because it's late and I need to be up early in the morning, so it's going to be a short stream, but we chillin' because a tournament for 10-pin bowling is occurring tomorrow that I am partaking in. I won't say where because I don't want to dox myself, but I am here today and I'm going to clean my equipment and talk about semi-professional bowling to the extent that people are interested in. So, you know what, actually, I'm gonna clean and resurface them in the order that I'd actually throw them. So, today I have 7 bowling balls with me. Actually, oh, you can't see it? Right here, right behind my model is another ball that I'm not using. Oh yeah, yeah, it's just behind the VTuber model. So you can't see it, but there's another bowling ball that I'm not using. Is it the one I think it is? You know, I'm just gonna show off the equipment that I'm not using. I'm not cleaning my real balls, no. The title is meant to be clickbait. Yeah, it's my favorite old ball. Okay, so the title was meant to be clickbait. Can just do the title for it was wrong, yeah. Title meant to be clickbait. But here is an old ball. Oldie but a good. Don't fall off the desk. Don't crush my feet. But yes, here is Hammer Black Widow Clear Polyester, I think. Ooh, Chapter 5 news. I did not watch the Q&A. You're in a Popo cart? Wait, what? But yes, I did not see the Chapter 5 news. I've been busy today. But yes, so here is an old ball of mine. So you'll see. So this is the Hammer Black Widow Clear. It's a plastic ball, which is the term we use for bowling balls with no core in them, basically. So the center is just completely mass. This is the kind of ball you'll find at the bowling alley. Just the standard ones you throw, but this one looks pretty. Look at it. It's got a big ass spider on it. But you'll notice, I don't know how well you can see the damage in the clear ball, but it's very clear here, right? It's had to have its whole thumb hole re-drilled, and also the finger holes are cracking and had to be redone. So this is an old favorite of mine, but it had to be benched because it was dying. But look at how pretty it is. It's one of my favorites. Anyway, let us put that one away for now. That one is not coming out tomorrow. Get in there, you bitch. Okay. Mannequin's level name is Holiday Horror. I love that. They all have to have alliteration, don't they? But yes, so first up, in my list of 7 bowling balls that I use on a day-to-day basis. First off, I'm gonna do them in like order that I'd throw them. Okay. In a plane. Nice. 12th level is a secret level. Ah, I see. Need to get an S rank. Oh, Jesus. At least I've S ranked like every level so far. Only need to S rank Chapter 5 when it comes out. But yes. Jackpot. Radical. Where's the symbol? Radical Jackpot. The solid one. So, this ball comes out the bag first because it has the highest grit. You can't really tell on the camera, but basically this is like the most friction ball. You bring this out when there's a lot of oil, basically the fresh oil on the lane. So, we're gonna grit this to fuck, basically. So, we're going to... Where is 500? Actually, you know what? Actually, I'm gonna do 360. Where's my 360 pad? I can't find 360. Where are you? Okay, we have a 360 pad. We're all good. Bowling has oil, yes. Oil is actually the biggest factor in the game, as a matter of fact. Because, so, standard bowling, you won't ever hear about... Look at how much I've destroyed this pad. In standard bowling, you won't ever really notice it, but basically, the bowling alley has oil on it. So imagine just like long flat surface, there's oil to protect the lane, but depending on where the oil is on the lane, makes a difference to how your ball moves. So, there's a lot of aspects to bowling. Because, so, aside from oil, you also have different cover stocks. So, this is the Radical Jackpot Solid. So, Radical is its brand, Jackpot is the, like, version. So, if we're talking cars, you know, like, BMW, like, Radical would be the BMW, M3 would be the Jackpot, you know? Where it's like, yeah. So, this is Jackpot. I've played bowling in years. I do it multiple times a week. Because I do it as semi-professional. So, I do this a lot. But yes, so, aside from just oil, different balls have different cover stocks and different cores. So, you'll notice how there's a little dot here. That means that's where the center of the core is. So the inside of the bowling ball is shaped. We'll see if it'll like roll in that certain way. No, it doesn't. It's kind of hard to tell, but basically, this ball rolls in a different way to the other balls that I roll. Essentially. I bowled 3 to 5 times in your life. I've bowled 3 to 5 times in a week. So I bowled 5 games today. So that's why I'm busy on weekends usually. But yeah. So, Jackpot Solid. This is the first ball out the bag because it deals with fresh oil a lot better than the rest of my equipment. So, we're going to clean it up and give it a 360 grit. And 360 grit, so these are just basic sanding pads. Just Merca Abralon pads. And the lower the number, the grittier it is. So essentially, you'll see on the lane, the ball will start to move earlier. I don't know if you've ever seen pro or semi-pro bowling, but the ball moves. It curves. When you do high-level bowling, it goes down the lane and goes whoosh. It goes whoosh. Actually, I'll bring up the oil pattern after I've cleaned all the equipment. I'll go over the oil pattern that I'll be bowling on tomorrow. Then you'll get a better idea of how oil affects the lanes. I don't have... I'm just going to use the water I'm using to drink. This is probably... Oh god, this is going to go horribly wrong, isn't it? Yep, that didn't go well at all. I'm going to put that there. But yes, so all you do... actually, should I clean it? Or... No, I'll resurface first. But yeah, so all you do to resurface, you just rub the Abralon pad all the way around the fucker. Oh yeah. Listen to that noise. I'm getting late for you. Want to at least come by and say hi. Hi, welcome. But yeah, so basically what this is going to mean nothing to anybody, but you basically just want to get like a nice even coat. Like you want to take off like a layer of the paint essentially, or the cover stock as it's called. And you just want to get like a nice even coat off all the way around. I'm not great at it. Oh, listen to that satisfying pop there. But yes, this is a 360 grip pad. I might need to actually go harder on it. Because I'm not creating many grooves. And I need this to be gritty. And yeah, that's basically it for that one. I just want this rough, basically. I use this one quite a lot, so it needs a good old roughing up, ready for the morning. This will probably like come out for the first game. Maybe I've got 6 games tomorrow. Oh god, I'm getting dust all over my jacket. Oh well. But yeah. So now you'll notice it looks a lot more dusty, I guess. I don't know how to describe it. It looks very, like, white around the edges because of where I've sanded it, essentially. So we're going to now give it a little bit of a spray. I actually don't know what's in this bottle, so I hope it's cleaning spray. What is it? I think it's cleaning spray. I hope. Yeah, and then you just move that out of the way. Just give it the cleaning spray around the edges. Okay, yeah, maybe doing this on my desk was a bad idea. Maybe not the best idea in the world. Let's give it a bit more spray, actually. There we go, that's better. Oh yeah. Can't really see that, but yeah. Yeah, it's hard to tell on this camera. Oh no, you can kind of tell a little bit. How, like, that side looks a lot more colourful now than that side. But yeah, you just give it a few squirts of the all cleaning chemicals. And there you go. That's 1 down out of 7. So as I say, this ball usually comes out like the first ball out my bag for fresh oil because it reads the lane a lot better than pearl or reactive equipment, essentially. But yeah, that is the Radical Jackpot. Beautiful ball. I love it. Okay, next one down, I guess, would be the... yes. An old favourite. Ye olde faithful that very rarely comes out. The Motive Jackal Ghost. Very consistent ball. So, this one will probably give like 500 grit instead of 360. So, the higher the number, the less grippy it is. You don't want all your balls to be super grippy. You want some of them to be a bit more, I don't know what you call it, opposite of grippy, you know? You want them to not grip too bad. So this one will probably give like a 500 instead of a 360. 360 is a bit excessive, to be fair. But, so, when that other one that I showed you, the green ball, when that starts hooking too much, as it's called, when it starts moving across the lane too aggressively, we throw this one instead. So, where's a good 500 pad? I have a 500 pad that isn't used! Holy shit. Look at that. This is what the pads are supposed to look like. Not like that. Alright, let's give this a bit of water, shall we? Oh god, that's a lot of water. That was a lot more water than I intended to give it. Oops. I'm sure it'll be fine. But yeah, so this one doesn't really come out very often, so I don't think it needs that much cleaning, but we'll give it a quick resurface anyway. You know, for good measure. Just take the top layer off. Doesn't panic, normal chase boss soundtracks will have... oh yeah, I've heard... I remember seeing that somewhere, that it's going to have Adriana in it. That's cool that they got Adriana for it. I'm hella down for that. Play Killer in Purple? I feel like I've heard that name before. FNAF fan game. But yeah, tomorrow I'll have no time to stream. I know I don't normally stream on weekends anyway, but I definitely won't have time tomorrow. That's for certain. I'll be busy all day. Oh, that's what you're playing right now? Ah, cool. Oh yeah, that's another thing actually. Something you might be interested in is looking at the finger holes on my equipment. Why are they so damn small? And that's because I have dainty feminine fingers. I'm not even kidding. Is that enough? I mean, remember how this pad was clean a second ago? Now it is not. It is no longer clean, but it is 500 grit now. So, the good old Jackal Ghost. I've had this for so many years. ASMR right now. That's what I was hoping for. I mean, I'm being way too loud. I'm not whispering. It's meant to be like unintentional ASMR. You know, it's that's why there's a question mark. Because I'm not good at ASMR. I've never done that before. I just wanted to show off one of my hobbies, you know? I wanted to share one of my hobbies with the world. But yeah. So this is what I do. Like, I spend way too much time and money on this. So yeah. So you'll notice the finger holes, oh, wrong way, very tiny. My fingers are very tiny, but the big difference is I only put my fingertips in. I'll do it properly so you don't think I'm stupid. You bowl with your middle two fingers, and like that. So, ta-da! Ball in hand. Motive Jackal Ghost. Old favourite of mine. Love this to pieces, had it for years. And it's still going strong. It's what I love about Motive, but they don't sell this brand in the country anymore. They don't sell Motive equipment in the country anymore, so I'm taking very good care of this ball, because it'll be the last one I have of it, I think. Very sad. You know what, actually, I might just leave it gritted to fuck. Do I leave it snowbally instead of, like, polishing it? I might do. Oh, you got RGB LEDs, nice. Always afraid. Honestly, it's not the fingers you want to be scared of, it's your thumb. So, when you release the ball, you're meant the thumb, so if you're underneath the ball where you're meant to be, the thumb is meant to come out first, and then, with the fingers, you get the rotation. So, you're under the ball, at the bottom of your swing, thumb comes out, and then your rev rate or revolutions comes from all in the fingers. So if your thumb doesn't come out, you're just breaking your hand, basically. You're going down with it. Let's put it that way. You're going down with the ball, whether you like it or not. But yeah, great ball. I probably won't polish that up, actually. I quite like it snowballed. Plus, yeah, it gives me a bit of variation from the jackpot, actually. So, I mean, it's still 500, still 360 grit, but just a little bit polished, and then this one's snowball. Actually, I might start with the Jackal Ghost. I'm talking to myself. It makes no difference to y'all, does it? So, Jackal Ghost. As I say, very good ball. You can't get them anymore. I don't think. Well, you definitely can't get them in this country anymore, that's for certain. But yeah. What would I throw after that? Redemption. Let's bring that one out. We'll get to the hammers later. Next one in line is my favourite ball in my entire arsenal. I love this baby to pieces. It is my pride and joy. Hammer Redemption. Beautiful ball, red and blue. Hybrid cover stock. So, I said before that the green ball was a solid ball. The Jackal Ghost is also a solid ball. And what we mean by that is the cover stock is grittier. I don't know how to explain it. Both are balls. So, the main difference in bowling balls is the center. So inside the bowling ball is a shape. They're not filled completely. well, technically are, but with different weights. So in this one, this doesn't have a gas mask core, I don't think. I forget which core this one has, but basically the inside of the balls are different, so they move differently when they go down the lane. So this one, for example, has a nice smooth motion down the lane, like it has quite a nice hook. Whereas one of the balls I'll show you later has a more angular, kind of like swoosh swoosh move. So you've got solid versus pearl equipment. So solid equipment better for oily, longer patterns, fresh oil lanes. Pearl better for shorter patterns and like burnt out lanes as they're called. So when the lanes start to dry up, the more you bowl on them, it's time to bring out the pearl. This is my perfect benchmark ball because this is a hybrid between the two. So this, basically, if I don't know what to throw, I pull this one out. Because this one tells me everything I need to know about the lanes. You have a first place bowling trophy? Damn! Yeah, I did so many youth tournaments. I have so many trophies in my loft from when I used to bowl in my youth. It's good fun. You broke your hand and foot, Jesus. I've never broken anything. I've hit myself and dropped bowling balls on me, but I've never broken anything. Touch wood. What do we want to do to this one? I think 1000 grip for this one, actually. Ball cleaning experience, yeah! But yeah, that's the long and short of it. Basically, the insides of different balls are different. The outsides of the different balls are different. Easiest way to explain it, I guess. One ball do good on oil. So the more oil there is... Do I play bowling? Yes, semi-professionally, actually. So, the more oil there is on a lane, the longer your ball goes. Less friction. Simple physics, right? More oil equals less friction. Makes sense? So, you use the solid equipment, like the Jackpot and the Jackal Ghost. They're better for oilier, longer oil patterns because they prefer the less friction because they bite into that. This likes in between, so like medium oil, as we'd call it, like medium to long, but also it's just a great read ball, like a good benchmark, because this will just kind of say like, hey, I'm moving a lot, like the ball kind of goes down the lane and curves. If this goes too much, I move down, as it's called. I move to a weaker ball or a pearl ball. If it doesn't move at all, if it says, fuck you, I'm not moving, I move up to the solid, either the Jackal or the Jackpot. I have both my solid balls are Jack something. I have Jackal and Jackpot. Ever hit your balls with bowling balls? No. That would be very impressive to manage to do that, honestly. If I managed to hit my balls while bowling, I would be more impressed than anything. But yes, so we're going to give... This is another benchmark ball. This is, like, probably the core of my arsenal. It's the third ball out the bag, but it's also, like, the core of everything. I'll use this for, like, 2 to 3 games. Maybe even, like, all 6. If needs arise, I have bowled entire tournaments on this ball alone. That's how good this is. It's so versatile because it's a hybrid cover stock. It's not solid, it's not pearl. What am I looking for? Clean! That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for Mr. Clean. Wait, which is... I use that for that. Okay. So, here we have Clean Gel. So we're just gonna rub this all over, get some of the oil out before we resurface. Because this ball gets a lot of use. This ball gets abused. Okay? This ball sees the most use out of anything in my arsenal, probably. Alongside the Jackpot, the green one. But yeah, just gonna get a bit of oil out the ball, hopefully. Actually, we'll give it like a good clean, and then we'll resurface and then clean it again, probably. That might do it justice. I'm no expert in cleaning equipment. I usually get my coach to do that for me. But he lives far away, and I can't be asked to drive there tonight, so I'm doing it myself. I usually say, Coach, could you clean my equipment for a tournament tomorrow? And he's like, okay. So he usually does all that for me because he knows better. Like, also he has, okay, my coach has made this thing, right? He's taken like the motor out of a washing machine, so it's like this ring, right? And he puts the ball on the ring in the middle of this like hollowed out washing machine, and the ball goes swoosh. Okay, so all he does is puts a cloth on the top, and it spins for him. It's fucking genius. The guy's a genius. He doesn't need to work. He just lets his washing machine clean my balls. But yeah. Oh. Don't destroy the desk, please. But yeah, so that should hopefully have cleaned it up a little bit. I mean, it's a little bit shinier. Oh, yep, there we go. I mean, can you see that? Can you see how that bit is white? There's the white bit there, and then that's just muddy now, basically. So let's go for 1,000 on this one. Because as I say, the higher the number on the grip pad, the less gritty it is. If that makes any sense. The bigger the number, the less the move, essentially. So we're going to give this 1,000 because we did the first one on 360, the second one on 500, so this one will go up another step. We'll step up slightly with each one, because I'm not one of those guys that has 12 bowling balls. I only have 7. Because oh wait, I didn't even wet this one. Whoops. I find it easier to just have 7 well-balanced bowling balls rather than have, like, 3 of the same, just with different cover stocks. I'm not that insane. Here we are. Water. Try and not get water everywhere. Challenge impossible. Oh, okay. I did it! Said Mommy. Good. The marketing is working. Hide me from your parents. Yes. I mean, there's always that debate, right? Is my content safe for children? I don't know, probably not. But I'm not going to mark it as not safe for children because I'm not that unsay-so. I just, you know, I'm a little bit crude sometimes. I'm not like Project Melody or Silverveil or somebody like that, you know. Apart from, you know, when I did do that stream on that other site. But we don't talk about that. I hope this is going to be alright. I don't think I've ever actually resurfaced this ball. Hopefully this will be alright. We shall see. Safe for 8 and up. Hopefully. Hydrate check when? Good question. The water I'm using to wet my sanding pads is also the water I'm drinking, so... Yay! That's probably like a health and safety risk, but it's fine. I'll hydrate after this ball. God, this ball is beautiful. I can't get over... So this is another reason why this is my favourite, because just look at the colours. Look at how pretty it is. Oh, anybody who plays Counter-Strike will know what I'm about to say. Different balls have different floats as well. So the colour, like, distribution is randomised. So the way I've got, like, all blue there and then, like, all red on the other side isn't, like, the same for everybody. Like, where the paint in the actual ball goes is completely random. So... Oh, fuck. I forget I'm not on my normal workspace. Oopsie. I think we've probably given this one enough. Yeah. Probably give that a little bit of a clean. So, the way you know if a ball is well gritted, like if you've properly sanded it right, like you can kind of hear like a little bit of... There it is, like... It's meant... It needs to be tacky. Like that. So we're actually going to... Give it a little bit of a clean. So we did the gel already. Let's just, yeah, give it this. Just a little bit of the cleaning spray. Just a touch. Your pig's in pink. Oh no! Hey Frosty. Don't worry, you haven't missed much. I mean, I'm just cleaning bowling balls and talking shit, so you probably haven't missed anything other than I was just explaining kind of like how different bowling balls have different insides, outsides. So this ball is a hybrid cover stock, as it's called, which means the outside is neither gritty nor slick, essentially. So you have solid equipment and pearl equipment. Both are oh, that's okay. So you've got reactive, urethane, and plastic are the three types that we call them. So plastic is polyester, yeah, which is essentially just like your basic house ball. The inside is completely flat, so the ball doesn't move, basically. So ball goes straight. Ball no move. Ball go straight. If it's a plastic. A urethane is in between the plastic and the reactive. We'll get to my urethane in a sec. That ball is fucking insane and I never use it. Because, okay. Don't know what you're doing with your life? Me neither, buddy. Honestly, me neither. I'm just rolling with it. But yeah. I think that's pretty much clean. But yeah, so urethane is in between plastic and reactive cover stock. And urethane kind of reads the lane earlier, as we call it, so it like starts moving earlier, and with it's a weaker reaction than a reactive, but it has a much smoother like curve to it. Whereas a lot of reactives like this will kind of go like angular, because that's another thing. The core can be symmetric or asymmetric. Remember how I said the insides can be different? The insides can be different symmetrically or asymmetrically. I don't know if the ball is cleaned enough. Honestly, it's just like personal preference. Like, the less oil in the ball, the more it'll react properly. Like, it can be inconsistent in its reaction, so it's just good to clean it occasionally so that it doesn't fail, essentially. But a good way to tell is if it's got that, like, tackiness. Like, if you can hear that. Because a good... You know, actually, I'll get my plastic out. I'll show you what plastic sounds like. Where are you? Hey, little buddy. Okay. So. Here is my straight ball. My plastic ball. As you'll see... The core is right in between my finger holes and my thumb hole, which basically means this ball not going anywhere. The straight ball, yes. The straight, the plastic. And can you hear that? There's no tackiness. This ball gets thrown at 10 pins whenever I leave the 10 pin consistently. The 10 pin is the bane of my existence, the back right pin. I always leave that fucker, so this boy is the sniper. We call him Bumblebee. He is the Ebonite Maxim B, but we call him Bumblebee. Because of his colours, obviously. But yes, so you notice how on the previous ball, it had that tackiness sound? This one doesn't. And I like to keep it that way, because I don't want this ball moving. I will probably clean it a little bit, actually, but I'm not resurfacing this. It's like 12-12, yeah. It's actually 11 for me. But yeah, so I'll probably do a quick cleanup of this. As I say, I like the lane shine. That's another term we use in bowling, lane shine. Like, you know how this is kind of like shiny? Because I bowl this so much, every time you throw a bowling ball on a lane, it's going to lose a bit of surface just due to friction and physics, right? So... You know, we call lane shine when it's like this, where it's not tacky, it's shiny, and it's just generally not gonna move because the cover stock has been, like, smoothed. Like, okay, a good way to explain it is, you know, if you've ever done geography in class, rocks, when they go down a stream, they, like, due to friction and hitting other rocks go smooth, right? So, like, further a rock has traveled down a river, it will smooth because it's, like, hit other rocks and, like, traveled and stuff. And it's the same with the surface on a bowling ball. The further it's traveled, the smoother it gets, which is why it's fucked. So let's clean it a little bit. I don't like how dirty it looks. I want it to be a bit shinier. Actually, let's use Ultra Clean. I live in Europe? Yeah. I live in the United of Kingdom. But yeah, it's funny. A lot of people are like, wait, there's competitive bowling? And I'm like, yeah. There's a lot of, like, physics that goes into bowling. Like, if you're just bowling casually, there's not going to be anything, right? This is the ball you get. Everybody throws the same ball. There's no different cover stocks, no different cores. The oil pattern is the house pattern, which is usually the easiest pattern you can ever find. Generally, there's no variables in casual bowling. In competitive bowling, we add a shit ton of variables, because that's what fun is. Everything can be competitive, exactly, yeah. So, we just add a bunch of variables to make the game more complicated. So we add new balls, new oil patterns, i.e. longer or more oil. And if you want to speak sports patterns, sports patterns are what the pro players play on. And I've done a tour with the sports patterns against some pros. Holy shit, are they difficult to understand. You'll throw a ball, and if you're not paying attention to what everybody else is throwing, your next shot is completely screwed. Like, alright, hydration check. Hold on. I need to drink water. Which ball do I like the most? My Redemption Hybrid is my favourite so far. Out of ones I own 7 personally. That one is my favourite. There are a lot of bowling balls. There are so many. There's a new one that came out from Hammer, actually, that I really want, but I can't afford it. Bowling balls be expensive. Please give me YouTuber money. I need to feed my bowling ball addiction. Alright, let's give this a bit more of a clean. See how it's shining up a little bit now. It's not looking quite so dull. It had that little bit of lane shine to it, but now the colours are popping back out. We like to see the colours. But yeah, that blue and red ball that I had out before this one, that's my favourite. Hands down. As I say, I've done a tournament of 7 games throwing nothing but that ball. I think I only averaged like 190, but I mean, on sports patterns, sometimes 190 is like good. Sometimes that's what you want. I can barely feed my bowling balls. Look at how anemic this boy is. He's looking so thin. But yeah. Straight ball. Simple. I'm not going to resurface it. Just clean it up a little bit. Make it look a bit nicer. And also, I don't know if lane shine makes it hook at all, but I don't know. Look at that. Oh, you can't really tell. This ball's pretty dirty. I don't clean my equipment often, okay? Don't know where you're going? Bruh. I feel like by the time you're at the airport, you should probably know where you're going. You should probably be, maybe ask your parents where you're going. You're not just getting deported, are you? Just being sent away. Is this gonna stay as a VOD? Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Just dragging somewhere. To be fair, that's pretty cool. Just getting to go on holiday. But yeah, I might keep it as a VOD. I don't know. I don't know if people are interested in this kind of thing. I mean, even in the UK, bowling is not that interesting. Like, people don't really care about it, so I just wanted to have a stream where we just chill and chat while I do the thing I have to do. Because I have to do this for my tournament in 8 hours. But yeah, I thought I'd stream it for funsies. I'll keep the VOD up. If people watch it, they watch it. Yes, that is Bumblebee. The straight. To be fair, there was actually a motive straight ball that I really wanted called the Sniper. It was the Arctic Sniper, and it was white and black, and it was beautiful. But I never got it. Whoa, my model just freaked out. It didn't like when I did that. Okay. So, that is the solid and hybrid and the straight ball all done. So that's those. Now, you know what, actually? I'm going to bring this one out just because, but I'm not even going to clean it or resurface it because I haven't used it. Interesting getting sleep. Okay, I'll leave the VOD up then. That's cool. But yes, look at this. Matte black thing. The Black Widow. This is my urethane. This thing is batshit insane. This thing is crazy. I love this ball, but I don't throw it very often because it just moves. I don't know how to describe it. It's meant to be weaker than my other equipment, but I can't seem to control this thing. Like, I don't know how, like, to explain it to people that don't bowl, but this thing, it goes down the lane and just shifts sideways. Like, there's no correct physics about it. It just goes down the lane and goes, wah. Like, the gas mask core, I have another bowling ball with the same insides as this, which we'll see after this. But yeah. Maybe I'll give it a quick clean up. Maybe I'll get the 500 grit. Actually, yeah, let's give it 500. It probably deserves it. Where's that 500 grit pad gone? No, that's 2,000. Where? There's the 500. Okay. Oh, was I really loud? Sorry. But yeah. So, basically, balls go down the lane and they have like a general motion. Symmetric balls have a much more like they kind of go and then they snap in. So symmetric kind of has like that motion. Asymmetric has that smoother like curve motion. This is asymmetric as a urethane. So what that means, urethane likes to start moving sooner. Because of the cover stock, like the cover to it, it likes to start moving on the lane a lot sooner. Like normally, like you throw the ball down the lane, it hits the ice patch, right? Which is like the front of the oil, where it just slides through the front. The like first portion, like first 15-20 foot of the lane is just oil, and your ball just rolls. And then after that, like you'll hit the break point. Well, I say first 20 foot, it's actually 35 to like 40 foot usually, is like the oil. But then it like after like 20 foot, it starts to get a bit thinner, and then you hit the break point about 35 or 40 feet, depending on the pattern. And that's when a reactive ball will start going swoosh. It'll start doing that motion towards the headpin that you want it to do. This ball likes to move before the break point, but also aggressively. So it hits the lane, after about 20 feet, it just starts drifting over. So it's very hard to control, and it's a very different motion from all my other equipment, but I love it because it's pretty. And also, my coach gave me orange thumb plugs and finger holes to match. Because these aren't standard, by the way. The finger holes and the thumb hole, you have to drill those yourself and then fill them with these like plastic like slots. So the fact that all my finger holes match the color scheme is my pedanticism, or whatever you'd call that. I'm like, ball black orange, give me orange thumb. So yeah. But yeah, I'll probably just give this a quick run over with 500 actually. Is that good? Wait. I'm rubbing off purple on it. I don't want that. Let's give it a bit of a water down, shall we? Oh, but bit too much water. But that's okay. I have towels for a reason. I got 9 to pack, left the airport is 1 up. Jeez. I haven't been on holiday in a while, actually. God, if I have to bring this ball out tomorrow, you know I'm fucked. Well, you won't know. I'll probably talk about it Monday, but you won't know at the time. But if I need to bring this out, then something's terribly wrong. Something has gone horrific. Monday to Friday you have terrible exams. Yeah, it's exam season, isn't it? I saw that from the amount of job postings that were like, hey, we need exam invigilators. And I was like, okay. I need money. Don't think you can be there? No worries. If exam season is important. More important than random internet person. Go prepare for exams more. As I said, the VODs will be there, so you don't need to worry about missing anything. The VODs will always be around. Yeah. Hopefully this ball will do good. I don't know. It very rarely comes out. Fun story. So, on one of my tournaments, I bowl with one of the best bowlers in Wales. He is on my team. Like, one of the top bowlers from Wales. He plays with me in a 5-man team. I brought this out, threw it for 5 shots. He said, put that piece of shit away. He said, put that piece of shit away right now and get your reactive. That's how uncontrollable this thing is. It's very situational, but I love it. Going somewhere warm. Ah, oh, nice. Yeah, the UK is pretty cold too. It's actually getting a bit warmer now, thankfully. I prefer the cold weather though, personally. But yeah, that is the Black Widow urethane. The ball that I really want is similar to this, just not a urethane. It's black and red instead of black and orange. And it's a reactive. Speaking of which, there's another Black Widow. I got a lot of these things. So not only do I have the Black Widow straight ball that is defunct that I showed at the start of the stream, I have the Black Widow urethane. I also have the Black Widow ghost. I have 3 Black Widows and I want another one. This is the first Pearl reactive in my arsenal. One of 2, I think. One of 2 Pearl reactives. Technically the hybrid is also a Pearl, but this is the first most aggressive Pearl I think I have. Black Widow Ghost. I got this for free because my local bowling alley destroyed the other ball that I was using before this one. So this is a £210 bowling ball that I got for free because my local bowling alley destroyed a piece of my equipment. Whoa! Because they don't maintain their shit, so it went through the back of the bowl. So basically, here's the story, right? I had a Motive Villain Scorn, a bowling ball that I loved dearly. It was the benchmark of my arsenal for a very long time. Wait, a year. About a year and a half. When I say a very long time, a year and a half. It was the benchmark of my arsenal. Because it was a pearl, but it also read the lane really well, so it was basically took the role that my hybrid has now. I like to use it in the middle of the game or middle of the tournament, and just it figures everything out for me. I don't even need to try. But I threw it at my local bowling alley, it hit the pins, went through the back, and I didn't see it for approximately 10-20 minutes. I was like, hey yo, where's my ball at? So I went to the people at the desk, was like, I can't find my bowling ball. It didn't come back. So, when they recovered it, here's what had happened. The ball had got stuck at the back of the bowling alley. Instead of going down the ball return, so you've got the back of the lanes, right? You got the back of the lanes. You hit the pins, the ball drops down the back, and then it goes down to the side where it like goes. There's a little ramp that it goes down, right? So the ball gets picked up at the back, drops down, goes down this ramp, comes back to you. You've probably seen it. You know the ball return. It didn't hit the ball return. It got stuck alongside a bowling pin. Somehow. So, this ball... Wait, do I have a picture? Oh, the picture's on my phone and the ball's in the loft. Okay. You won't... Maybe if I pull up my Instagram, actually, when I go to talk about the oil pattern after cleaning the equipment, I'll show you what that did to that ball. Because essentially, it got stuck... The ball got stuck at the back with a pin lodged next to it. The pin was, like, lodged into it on the belt of the ball return. So the ball was spinning, grinding against a pin that was stuck at the back. So this ball kept going and going, and when I got it back, it was more like... The trenches were deeper than Marinara. Mariara? The trenches that are deep. The trenches were very deep. Time to sue Bonnie Bowling. I didn't sue them because they bought me this ball instead. They were like, hey, yo, sorry we broke your piece of equipment. Here's a £210 bowling ball instead. Nice. I'll take that. Trade offer, you don't sue us. In exchange, we give you pretty expensive bowling ball. When I told my coach that, he was like, sweet deal. As much as I love the villain Scorn, I love it to pieces, I still have it, even though it's battle scarred. As much as I love it, I can't deny that this was a steal. I, like, profited so hard. Plus, this ball is great. Okay. So, I showed you the Black Widow Urethane, the black and orange one. This is the Black Widow Ghost Reactive. This is a pearl. So what that means is this goes longer. So the solid equipment likes to turn sooner. Solid equipment seems to have like a lot more of a general, more readable motion. Urethane does whatever it friggin' wants. You're at the mercy of urethane most of the time. And like, it's a whole other ballgame. Doesn't matter. But basically, pearls, they go longer than solids, and then when they move, they move. So, I said solids have a very general motion. Pearl reactives go, and then do a right angle, essentially. Maybe I'll like pull up some videos if we have time of what pro bowling looks like. But pearls go forwards towards the edge of the lane, turn right angles, and power to the head pin. All of this probably makes no sense because I never actually explained the whole reason we're doing the big angles. We're sending it out to curve it in. The reason we're doing this curving motion with all of our equipment is because you don't want to hit the head pin head on, right? You've got like the front 3 pins, right? You got the front 3. You hit the ball there, it's just going through the middle and giving you splits. So you're going to leave the corner pins if you go through the nose. So you want to hit, if you're a right-hander, you want to hit between the 1 and 3 pin at like a 6.8 degree angle. Same if you're a left-hander, you want to hit the 1 and 2. Like, that's called the pocket. So you want to hit it on the side of the head pin, not head on, if that makes sense. So you don't want to hit there, you want to hit there. Because that is the perfect angle to scatter the pins in the perfect motion. That's why we go for big angles. Hey, King Jonas. We don't just throw a ball straight at the head pin, because that will net you terrible splits. We go in from the side. And this creates very big angles. This ball goes so long down the lane and then just turns. It's great. I like this ball. This is my angry ball. I call it the secret weapon. This ball is my secret weapon because it doesn't often come out because I like solid equipment over this. As I say, I use solid equipment, hybrid, and then usually the tournament's over. I don't often bring this out. It's also kind of uncontrollable at times. But yeah, if I'm angry, throwing it very hard, usually this one does the trick. 16-hour flight? Jesus. What was the longest flight I've ever been on? Go to sleep, watch the VOD later? No worries, thank you for stopping by. I think the longest flight I've ever been on was to Barbados. I went to the Caribbean once, but I don't think that was even 12 hours. That was like an 8-hour flight, I think. Do I resurface this one? I don't know what the surface is meant to be. I think it's meant to be 500 polish. I'll do that, yeah. We'll 500 it and then we'll just give it the crown polish. So we're just cleaning it up here for now. Give it a nice little brush over, because this ball also gets quite a lot of use at my home lanes. The trio that I typically use, I use the straight ball everywhere. That's just a staple of anybody's arsenal, is having a plastic straight ball. But the first ball, the green jackpot solid. The second ball, the hybrid. This, the secret weapon. By third or fourth game, usually this has to come out. Sometimes it doesn't, sometimes it does. Need to nap the second you get in your seat? I don't blame you. I don't often sleep on planes, actually. I don't know. I like to relax on planes. I find plane journeys very relaxing. I'm weird. My mom hates planes. My mom doesn't mind, like, traveling by plane, but she hates, like, taking off and landing. She also doesn't like boats. She gets seasick easily. Weak. Okay, that's generally clean. We need a... yeah, 500... God, I'm abusing 500 grit, Jesus. Hopefully this grit pad still works after 3 balls. If you need to sleep, don't worry. As I say, the VOD will be up, so if you need to sleep, do not worry. I'm just gonna be here chilling. This may be an awful idea for a pearl, but hey ho. Maybe it'll make it insanely good, who knows? I don't think I've ever resurfaced this ball. I've had it for about a year and I've never resurfaced it because I'm so afraid of changing how it moves. You don't look crazy. Understandable. Alright. Don't want to go too hard on it, but I think that's generally alright. Just taking about a layer off. If none of my equipment works tomorrow, I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna have fucked it all up. I mean, I don't think it's possible to fail at resurfacing that badly. I hope. I don't think I can mess up that badly. Where is a clean cloth? Do I have one? This one's a bit damp. That one's very damp. Let's just use a bit of this. Stay. Yes, Crown Factory Compound. Doesn't come out often, but for pearl balls, you want to use this. This shit good. This, that good. Wait, a moment. Oh yeah, I meant to shake this. I think I was meant to shake the blue stuff, actually, now that I think about it. Oh well. Wear protective gloves and eye protection. Okay. I'm gonna pretend I didn't read that. Shake well, generous amount to a clean towel. Yeah. Let's just not get it in our eyes, shall we? Don't try this at home. Wait, oh. Look at the goo. Look at the goo. Creamy. This would be better if I had a ball spinner, but I don't. So I'm just going to do it by hand. Generously work it in. Oh, that smells nice. It smells like blueberry, I think. No, raspberry. Right? It smells like those slushies. You know, the blue slushies? Is it just blue raspberry? I don't know. Did that do much? We'll do the other side. Am I meant to apply it to the ball or the cloth? To a clean towel? Yeah! I wasn't wrong. Squeeze! Oh my god, this stuff is... Ew! Ew! It's squirted. Okay. Oh yeah, that's better. Look at that. I mean, I say look at that, you can't really see that. You can't really see that much. Let's hope this does the trick. 500 grit with a bit of polish. Smooth, even pressure around. Now after this, there's only one other pearl ball, and then I think we're done. That's because airport seats suck, honestly. Just be grateful you don't need to stand. There was a thing I remember ages ago where somebody was like, if everybody stands on an airplane, then we can fit more people in them. And everyone was like, no, you dumbass. Somebody was actually advocating to, like, make more space on planes by having people stand up for, like, multi-hour flights. I don't know if that was true, but I can imagine it being true. After seeing the friggin' TikTok conference, I wouldn't be surprised how stupid some people are. Jesus. Yeah. That is the Black Widow Ghost. Coffee from McDonald's, let's go. I think this might be enough. As I say, I don't really need to resurface my equipment that badly. Especially some of them. Some of them are better than others. Yeah. That's probably alright. It looks good, so we'll roll with it. And last but not least, the younger brother of the first ball we brought out. Well, this writing looks familiar, doesn't it? So, this is the Radical Jackpot, but this time it's pearl. And also a different colour. So, this one is the duo to the first ball I brought out. The green Jackpot Solid. This is the pearl. So basically what that means is it has the exact same core, exact same, like, cover stock finish, essentially, but it's, like, shiny, not solid. I don't know how to describe it better than that, but this, so when I like how the green one is throwing, so I'm like, the solid the solid Jackpot Radical looks pretty good in the motion. Oh, but it needs to just get a bit more length on the lane before it starts moving. Just bring this one out. So this is pretty much like the weakest thing in my arsenal. Although you will notice, so on a lot of my other bowling balls, this pin is a lot lower down, which means that its reaction is a lot less. So this one actually has a bit more aggressive of a reaction to match the green one. So, yeah, as I say, it's hard to explain because I've just been bowling for 15 years. I've been bowling for 15 years. I just say pin position, core, pearl, reactive. So I just say all these buzzwords and then I realize people don't know what I mean. But this one, I don't really want to give it 500. I might give it 1,000. What did I give the other pearl? 500? Yeah. Actually, yeah. 1,000 we need on this one. I like to stick around 500 to 1,000 because I'm a very high-speed bowler. Here's the thing, right? I have very high speed when I bowl. Like 15, around 20 mile an hour, I'd say. I bowl at about 17.5 to 20 mile an hour. On average. 20 mile an hour is like my angry throw when I'm really tryharding. I can slow down if I want to as well, though. But because I have high speed, I have also a pretty good rev rate to match it, but it doesn't match up 1-to-1. So, like, I need more revs to match my speed, which is why I get grittier equipment, so it, like, flares up quicker, and also more aggressive drillings. get my coach to drill it more aggro, essentially. Yeah, we'll just give this the good old college clean. A little bit of cleaning chemicals. Never hurt no one. I mean, this one very rarely comes out as well, so we'll just give this quick brush over. I mean, I did give the solid 360 grit, and I'm giving this 1000, so the motions will be a little different, but I don't know. If I need symmetric, I like the variation. It'll still have generally the same motion, but yeah. Generally similar motion. Just read a lot later. Hopefully it doesn't flare up and fly away. We will see though. Or maybe I just won't even resurface this one. Maybe I just won't even bother. I definitely need to wash my hands after this. Okay, so yeah, give it 1000 pad. Fuck it. Where is my 1000? There's 500. There's 500. I got a lot of those. Okay. It's not really wet though. I think it's all right actually. Maybe not wetting them actually helps it more. I was told to always wet them, but it seems to have... Maybe it's because it's a bit too aggressive on the cover stock to do it like this. Who knows? I'm no expert. I'm only semi-professional. I ain't no professional. I don't need to know everything. That's what my coach is for. He's not going to be there tomorrow, but... Oh well. I'm still learning. I can play the game. I'm very new to all the intricacies myself. I know all the generals. As I say, explaining some of it can be pretty difficult because even I'm still learning. So but yeah, send that there. We'll give you. We'll put you down there so you don't roll off at me. And give you a little bit of factory compound. Ew! This sounds so gross. There we go. Probably don't want to give it too much. Yeah. Gotta wash my hands after this. For sure. I'm gonna throw these balls tomorrow, and I'm gonna be like, whoa, they move a lot. Because I haven't resurfaced them for so long, because I haven't done, like, important tournaments, I guess I'd call them. Like, I bowl a lot, but I haven't really, like, done anything I really want to do. Like, most viewed vid, my TikTok of my Sonic Frontiers boss battle music reaction. Yeah, my TikTok video for my reaction to the first Sonic Frontiers boss battle got 260,000 views, I think. That one went viral, so it got like 36k likes. TikTok did numbers once. Outside of that, I think on YouTube, I think the jump scare that got me got 17,000 views, and the next closest one is like 11,000 with the Sylvain's harem concept. That's like my top 3. 4, 5, or 6, that's still good. I mean, the way I think about it is, think about that many people in a room. It's like, even videos that only get like 100, 200 views for me, I'm like bummed out a little bit. I'm like, oh, I put a lot of effort into that. And I'm like, well, still, like, that many people is still quite a lot when you think about it, really. But you can't really tell what that looks like. Like, if you think about 20,000 people, right, watching that one video, that's like the entire O2 Arena. The O2 Arena in London, I could fill that to watch one of my videos. Like, That's crazy. So yeah, when you think about it like that, it's better. I mean, if you think 100 to 200 people is like a university lecture hall, I can't remember, where did I say this? Oh, I said this on the 250 subscribers announcement, didn't I? Where I couldn't imagine standing in front of a university lecture hall to 100, 200 people saying, hey, watch this dumb video I made about Valorant. Like, you know. Okay. I guess we'll leave it at that. Oh, I'm going to take some of those with me, actually. I'll sort that out after stream, but... yeah, I think we're done. I mean, I've generally I've cleaned everything. I've resurfaced what I think I needed to. You pay for a Super Bowl ad. It's just your favorite, like everyone. I mean, you'd have a hard job. Paying for an ad in the Super Bowl would be very friggin' expensive. The ad slot for that would be cracked. Like, you gotta be a huge corporation to afford that. But also, it wouldn't get YouTube views. It would just be, you know, Super Bowl view. So, because it's a TV ad, not a YouTube ad, so it would probably get about 1 million views if you can afford it, but also you won't see that because people that put their ads on Super Bowl don't want the ad rev. 7 million, yeah, that sounds about right. They don't want ad rev from YouTube. What they're doing is, it's just marketing. It's like, hey, M&Ms, you like M&Ms, don't you? Super Bowl, M&Ms, and then all they're banking on is, oh yeah, I do like M&Ms. I'm going to go to the store and buy M&Ms. That's all they buy the ads for. It's crazy. They don't see any immediate returns. They're just praying that somebody buys their product after seeing it in a Super Bowl ad. What? That's crazy to me. I mean, digital marketing is cracked. No. It's highly unlikely that you'll get 1 million subs off of that. Let's be real here. Honestly, just telling people to subscribe, they won't do it. Honestly. You gotta give people a reason. Like, I'm trying to think, has anybody done that? I feel like Mr. Beast or somebody has done that before. Oh, right, subscribe to PewDiePie was a big thing. So subscribe to PewDiePie was a big thing, but, like, no matter how many billboards they put on, like, it's just going to incite the people that were going to probably do it anyway. So, I don't know how to describe it. Marketing's a complex thing. Marketing and psychology are a lot closer than people realize. For a cookie? You're going to have to figure out how to follow up on that, otherwise you'll get sued. If you don't have a mass way to get that, like, done, like, if you can't do that, then you'll easily get sued. Like, oh, I didn't get my cookie, sued. Welcome to America. See you again? Hi. Hi, I'm here. 4,000... 360. I need a 3,000. Where's my 3,000 pad? I can't find a 3. I've got so many 500 pads. There's 3,000. Okay. 3,000. 2,000. 2,000. There's 2,000. 1,000. 1,000. I mean, I don't need like half of these, to be fair. Which one's got more to it? Yeah, 1,000. I'll take the 360, even though it's dying slightly. And which of my 4 500 pads do I want to take? That one feels kind of dead. Dead. I need to throw some of these away. That one feels good, though. Take those. Take those with me. Why the hell not? We'll see what happens. Forgot how I look. All my old videos are still up. Somebody said this during a FNAF stream. as well. During like the FNAF 4 stream, I think it was, they're like, "Are you gonna do a face reveal?" And I'm like, "My old videos are still up." Like, I don't really show my face very often because I don't know. I feel more comfortable with the VTuber model, like self-conscious stuff. But I'm just like, hey, there's all my old vids are there. Does it? Does Mr. Beast better say something for a cookie? Maybe he has some legality around it. I would have thought he'd get like somebody would attempt to sue him. There's probably like a an abbreviation like cookie not guaranteed or something. They would have to. Unless he actually has a way to back up on that. Which, knowing Mr. Beast, I wouldn't be surprised if he does. Honestly. I wouldn't be surprised if Mr. Beast was like, "Oh yeah, we track everybody that's subscribed and we actually send them a cookie." I'm like, what the fuck? Anyways. I'll be taking this with me tomorrow. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I need to go wash my hands. That bottle said, don't, use gloves and wear eye protection, and I didn't. So I'm gonna go wash my hands. Super fast cookie. I'm no expert. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not gonna tell you what you can and can't do. But yeah, ads are expensive. Digital marketing, honestly, 90% of digital marketing is just psychology. That's what I learned. My entire qualification in digital marketing was basically, hey, psychology. But yeah, I'm not gonna say what you can and can't do. I'm not legally bound to the decisions you make. But yes. I will probably finish up there. I need to go sleep. I have a tournament in 8 hours. So I will go wash my hands. I will go to sleep. And yeah. I'll be back Monday. If it goes well, Monday's stream will be very high energy. If it goes bad, Monday's stream might be low energy. Goodbye, want to sleep? No worries, I understand. But yes. Oh, my hands are all dry now. The moisture has been sucked out of my hands. No wonder it told me to wear gloves. Okay, what tournament? I can't say exactly what because I'm not gonna dox myself. But bowling. Generally bowling. I do 10-pin bowling. That's all I can say. Because otherwise I will dox myself and I'm not into that. Oh, there was actually a thing I was gonna do. I was gonna go over the old pattern, but if people are interested in learning more about bowling and what semi-professional competitive bowling looks like, I'll go over it. I'll bring up the old pattern and show some videos and explain stuff better. But I guess this stream is just a good idea of hey, are people actually interested in my boring hobby? Yeah. I was cleaning my bowling equipment with this, right? Crown Factory Compound. This is polish for bowling balls. On the back, I don't know if you can read that. Wait, is it there? Oh no, it's prevention, right? On the back there? Oh, it's very blurry. It says wear protective gloves and eye protection. I didn't do that. So, I gotta go wash my hands now before I die. You you threw your ball, you're like, Jesus. How hard did you hit your own leg? I've hit my own knee. Well, to be fair, I fucked up my knee. But I hit my knee and my ankle and I've never broken anything. What time is it? It's 5 minutes to midnight. And soon, that'll be an hour ahead because we have the clocks going forwards in the UK. Very hard, yeah. I've heard of people breaking their hands. Because if you put your hand in the ball return, it's just a spinning belt which 15-pound balls come out of. That's fun. Y'all want to break your hands? I've almost had it happen, and I've seen it almost happen. I've never actually watched somebody break their hand, but people have put their hands in the ball return. It doesn't end well. I have to go to bed, yeah. I mean, I've been streaming for an hour. I wanted to start streaming earlier, but I was busy, so. I was going to stream this a bit earlier, but busy. I got stuff I got to apply to. And videos take a long time to record. It's 3 a.m. Jeez. Yeah, sleep. Go sleep. But yes, thank y'all for coming. It's been a pleasure. Return Monday for more streaming goodness. Not more of this. I mean, I'll be back with Persona Monday. Don't waste it. Yeah. Yeah, put your hands into a ball return, or just go to the back of a bowling alley. 67 subs. 367. Yeah, I don't know when I got that extra one today. Somebody just randomly subbed to me today. Cool. I like that I'm in a position where I just randomly gain subs now. When next FNAF? I don't know. I wanted to take a bit of a break from it. I'm getting kind of burnt out from FNAF, to be fair. I want to take a little break so I don't just, you know, have bad streams of it. If I'm not feeling the energy, I won't do FNAF. But yeah. We'll be back. Yeah, stream, yeah. Don't know where you met you. I don't remember either. I've streamed a lot of things for a long time. I mean, I remember... Okay, the one I do remember, I remember Dodov came from 4 years ago when I first streamed Persona 5 on Twitch. I remember that one. I think Frosty came from the second Persona stream. And I had quite a lot of people come from FNAF Security Breach as well. Yeah. Do I have friends? Yeah. I got friends. Because I do bowling. If you want to make friends, find a hobby. Oh, FNAF World. Makes sense. Yeah. Alrighty. But yes, I need to go. So, I'll see y'all in the next one. Goodbye for now. Bye-bye.